Alright, I know I'm gonna get hated on for this, but can someone tell me the point of daylight savings? Because, watch. I looked it up before recording this to show y'all. So, the meaning of daylight savings, right? The primary purpose of daylight savings time, DST, I don't know what that means, is to make better use of natural daylight by shifting an hour of it from the morning to the evening. By springing forward in the warmer months, the sunset occurs later, allowing people to have more sunlight for activities after their typical workday. No, that's not how that works. Let me explain something to y'all. That's not how that works at all. I don't care. Y'all can believe that's how it works. I don't care what a scientist says, but that's not how that works. And any scientist would agree with me when I say this. No matter how far back or how far forward we push the clocks, it doesn't matter. Like, what time is it right now, actually? And yes, me and a corn dog will catch up on it with the pill on, cry about it. It's 7:19. It's 7:19 right now. So let's say all the clocks were pulled back by an hour, and it says 6:19. It would be 6:19. So basically, it would still. What I'm saying is, like, no matter how far back we pull the clocks, it will still, show. The Earth will still reflect the same way. The Earth will still rotate around the sun the same amount of times. The Earth will still rotate the same way, no matter how many times we push the clock forward and set it back. It doesn't matter. You can set the clock back 2-3 hours, right? And let's say it's 7:20 right now. Let's say it was 4 p.m. Let's say we set it back by 3 hours. The sunlight and the reflection would still show 7:20. And not to mention, y'all only set it back by an hour. The timestamp of minutes is still right. So if y'all actually want the actual time and not, what these people are claiming the time is by setting it back, just look at the time and be like, if it's daylight savings and they push it forward, be like, oh, it says 8:20, but it's daylight savings and you pushed the clocks forward this year. So it must be 7:20. It doesn't matter if you push it forward. So, let's say it's 7:20, right? And you push the clock forward 3 hours, and it says 10:20 p.m. It's still going to reflect, the same sunlight and same everything from the sun onto Earth as 7:20. So I still don't understand the point of daylight savings. I still don't understand, why it's a thing. Honestly, you guys, I don't honestly care if you guys like it or hate it. This is my honest opinion on what I think about daylight savings. I don't understand why it's a thing. Because why are we messing with the clocks in the first place? First off, you won't be able to even know. First off, how do we know after daylight savings the clocks get set back to the correct time? What if someone miscalculates? How do we know it got set back to the correct time? What if it's not 7:20 right now? What if it's 6:20 actually? Right? What if it's 6:20? What if after all the years of doing daylight savings, someone made a the fuck? Someone made a miscalculation and it's a different time. We can be in 100 BC for all we know. Also, why do we mess with clocks? Can someone explain that to me? I don't understand why. Because, watch. I'll look it up on Google right now. Even during daylight savings time, will the sun even during daylight savings time, will the sun reflect the same way as it would every day? I would love to know this. No, the physical reflection of the sun, meaning its angle and position in the sky, does not change just because of the way we adjust our clocks. So, can someone explain how the hell we're saving daylight? If the reflection of the sun is not going to change, but you want to claim we're saving daylight, listen, let's say someone works a 9 to 5 job, and they get home, they're hungry, they're tired. They get off at 5, but they realize it's 4. So they go back to work. Mind you, this will confuse some people. Maybe they weren't there long enough and be like, boss, it's 4 o'clock. And they're like, oh no, it's daylight savings time, so it's going to look like 4 o'clock, but really, in reality, it's actually 5 when you really get off. They're like, oh. Okay. And let's say it takes them an hour to mow their lawn, clean the dishes, and do whatever the hell else. Now it's 6 p.m. Now it's going to start getting dark. Right? And now it's 8 p.m. It's pitch black out, okay? No matter how far back you pull the clocks or how far forward you push them, let's say the time he says it's 7, but it's actually 8, but it's still pitch black out there. But even, 7 o'clock has daylight. So, no matter how far back we pull or push the clocks, they will still, there will still be no reason to actually do it. If someone can explain to me why we actually do this, because I don't believe the bullshit that Google says, because we're not saving daylight. I don't understand how you guys think we're saving daylight. Now, I'm not a scientist. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I'm not Bill Nye, the science guy. Okay, I'm not Einstein. I'm not on any of those levels. But I just don't understand the point of daylight savings when you're not actually saving daylight. All you do... They really should change it from daylight savings to clock adjust time. Basically means they're adjusting the clocks to a different time. Because in reality, ladies and gentlemen, that's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. Is adjusting the clocks. They're not, saving daylight at all. It doesn't matter if you push it forward. Let's say it's 9 o'clock, but in reality it's 8 o'clock. The sun is still going to reflect 8 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock. No matter how far forward we push it or how far forward we pull it back, we are not a, all God being. We are just humans. We cannot, physically reflect the sun to make it to the time we want it. That would be awesome if we could, but we do not have that power as a human. We do not have telekinesis. We do not have, whatever the hell it's called. We don't have weather control. We don't have underwater breathing. We don't have anything like that. We're just humans. So, as humans, I don't understand, why humans, and I'm going to say this as, as a human. I'm not a human. I'm an alien. Okay? I came down from my planet. Krypton to speak on this because you humans don't make any sense. I'm just playing. On a serious note, though, I don't understand why daylight savings time is a thing. If someone can put it in the comments why daylight savings time is a thing, I'll make a short about it. If someone can give me some scientific evidence, what really is the real reason and why it's really here, because I feel like it's useless. Honestly, daylight savings time is like your appendix. It's useless. There's no reason to have it there. If you guys don't know what appendix is, it basically cleans out your bacteria in your stomach, but your stomach already does that. Basically, daylight savings time is like your appendix. It's useless. And mind you, this is my opinion. You guys do not have to feel the same way as I do, okay? This is my opinion and my opinion only. If you guys want to feel the same way as I do, you can, but I'm not going to force it on anyone. So I just want to make that clear. This is my opinion. And how I feel about, daylight savings. I just want to make that clear. I know a lot of my audience like mac and cheese. I hate it. Honestly, I do. I hate mac and cheese. I don't like it. But that's my opinion. Now, some people talk about their opinions. And, as a YouTuber and content creator, so I can get views and revenue and boost up my subscribers, I talk about my opinions. I talk about random shit all the time. But, sometimes I don't talk about what's always on my mind because, some shit that's on my mind should not be said. And there's some shit on my mind that I cannot say. It's nothing crazy, but mainly intrusive thoughts. And we all know how that goes. So, yeah. Please, someone tell me the meaning of daylight savings. Like a scientific evidence of why it exists. And I'll shut the hell up. I will even post a video responding to your comments about daylight savings, okay? But honestly, it is my belief that I don't like daylight savings. I find it useless. That is my belief. You guys do not have to have the same belief as me. It's like it's like being a Christian. Not everybody's a Christian, and that's okay. Some people have their different beliefs. I have my own beliefs. You guys can have your own beliefs also. I have my own opinions. You guys have your own opinions. We all have our own opinions as humans on this earth. I'm not forcing anything on no one. I'm not, saying anybody, oh, this is what I think, so you guys gotta think it too. I'm just sharing, my observations and my opinions with you guys. Just try to see if anybody out there feels the same way. If you don't, that's okay. I don't really care. You don't have to feel the same way. If you don't like it, I don't really care. You don't have to like it. It's my opinion, and it's the way I'm going to express myself. So, honestly, I don't really care. To keep it a buck, I don't really care. But you guys can have your own opinions. I just wanted to say that, so it doesn't sound like I'm forcing anything on anybody. I had to say that for this video, and I was going to say that either way. So, yeah. Please let me know what the point of daylight savings is in the comments. Anyways, that being said, stay happy, healthy, stay beautiful, stay safe, most important to yourself. See y'all in the video. Love y'all, and peace.